Hi, welcome to my channel. I am your Inner Light Coach, and I'm grateful you've joined me here today. Let's step together through stories, rituals, and reflections. Thank you for shining your presence here. So today is Wednesday Wisdom Weaving, and I actually came up with this topic yesterday right after I finished the video, and it's about allowing people to do for themselves. So I was a certified nursing assistant for 19 years, and in that game, it took me a long time to realize that when people were capable of doing things for themselves, that I needed to encourage them to do for themselves. Unless they were completely incapacitated and needed total care, then you can't expect that of somebody like that. But because the more we do for ourselves, the stronger we are, the more independent. Even if somebody is dependent on somebody else for care, if you let them do the little things, even it could lead up to them being able to do the big things for themselves. So it was a hard lesson because in the nursing arena, you want to jump in and make sure everybody's comfortable and cared for. And, there are people along the way that led me to believe that if I wasn't doing everything for them, that I wasn't a good certified nursing assistant. But that's not the case. And I had one patient that solidified that my whole train of thought now, and he was a World War II veteran, and he was very humble. He never got accolades when he came back. He never, you know, he came back from the war and he just lived his life. He raised his family. He had a job. He took care of his kids. His kids kept in contact with him. Very loving family. And when he blew out his knee, per se, um, he came to the facility I was working at. I was on the rehab side, and I tried to jump in and do things for him, and he was like, "No, no, no, let me do it, let me do it." And I said, "Oh, okay." And it made me. That's when the light bulb went off. Seeing how much like he just wanted to do for himself to get better. He's like, "I want to get better and go home," and he eventually did. It took, well, 6 to 10 weeks of healing. I forget how long he was there, but very pleasant man, very humble. And that's when the uh, the switch turned on, I guess, and I realized that I needed to let people do more, because I was, going in and doing everything. And there were some people who would take advantage of it, and the kind of people that would come in and throw stuff on the floor and be like, "Oh, maid, pick that up." But we weren't maids. We were nursing assistants. We were there to assist the nurse and make sure that everybody had plenty of water to drink, was comfortable, could use the bathroom. Everything was clean and clear so they could walk to the bathroom or get help if they needed. It was a big part of it. Make sure everybody ate healthy, or the best we can do at an institution, right? So yeah, that was one of the biggest lessons that I learned, and very, very important, because we all need to step up and do our part. Like I said, unless it's somebody that's completely incapacitated and needs full care, then of course you're gonna not expect them to do things on their own. So there's that. And yeah, check out my friends at shopbeautybyjenna.com. They're still going strong. They make if you connect to their community, they make little videos, and you'll get updates. And if you purchase something, they'll send you emails, and they update through the emails what's going on with their products. And I'm proud to say I finished my Highland Cow painting. I'm just going to flip the camera so we can see this. Isn't he cute? So there's that. And I have a cookie recipe today because tomorrow's Christmas and I'm sure a lot of people are baking. So the best cookie recipe that I have found is the classic Spritz cookies. And Spritz is a shortbread cookie with an egg in it, basically. And it's from the Pampered Chef, my favorite recipe. I've had this for years. And I'll put the recipe in the description. This recipe is to be used with a cookie press, but I'm sure if you roll it out and use cookie cutters, it would come out similar. But yeah, I have the cookie press. I have more brand names in my kitchen than I do in my closet. So, so I will put the recipe in the description box down below. So thank you for watching. Let's get back to love. God is good. Love and light to all. Goodbye, and until next time, walk gently and shine brightly.